Hello everyone. Today let us study about the motion in a plane. In this chapter we have the vectors. So we shall study the different properties and different aspects of vectors. The first one is equality of vectors. So we say the vectors A and B equal only if they have the same direction and the same magnitude. See the definition. The vectors A and B are said to be equal if and only if they have the same magnitude and same direction. Here I have given the two examples. Vector A has 1 centimeter 1 inches of width. Here also vector B has 1 inches of the width. Therefore, they have the same magnitude and also they show the same direction towards my right hand side. Okay. So, therefore, we can say vector A and B are equal vectors. See another example, P and Q. Okay, there also both the vectors are showing the same direction and has the same length or same magnitude. So we can say the A and B are equal vectors. Here P and Q are the equal vectors, but A and P are not equal vectors. Even though they have the same magnitude, they don't have the same direction. Here A and B are equal vectors, P and Q are the equal vectors. Next, let us study about multiplication of vectors by a real number. So what happens if we multiply a vector by a positive number? Let us see. Here we have a vector A. If we multiply vector A with the factor 2, it gives 2 times A, vector A. See the direction, it shows towards my right hand side. Here this vector is also showing the direction along the A only, same direction, but its magnitude increases by 2 times. Okay, so see the definition. Multiplying a vector with a positive number gives a vector whose magnitude is changed by that factor. So example, if we multiply A with the number 2 gives 2 times A. See the direction. So A. So we have 2A here. Once again, the 2A has the direction same as that of A. See the direction. Okay. Therefore, so this is how we get a multiplication of a vector with a positive number. Okay, if you multiply with 3 means it increases by 3 times, but the direction will be same. Then what happens if we multiply with a negative number? So see this example. We have A, vector A. If we multiply with minus 2, the value increases by 2 times. So you will get minus 2A. Minus 2A means, so its magnitude increases by 2 times. See the length here. But the direction is exactly opposite to A. See the direction, exactly opposite to A. Okay, here A shows towards my right hand side means here my 2A. Minus 2A shows towards my left hand side. So therefore, what is the definition? Multiplying a vector by a negative number gives a vector whose magnitude increases by that factor, but the direction is opposite. The direction is opposite to the original vector. See another example. I have vector P. If I multiply vector P with minus 1.5, so see the direction. It is exactly opposite to the P, but it increases by the factor 1.5. So this vector is 1.5 times greater than original vector P. So this is minus 1.5P. Okay. So this is how we multiply a vector by a positive number, vector by a real positive number and a negative number. Next we shall study about the triangle method of vector addition. Triangle method of vector addition. So you have to learn the two steps. The first step one, place the tail of second vector at the head of the first vector. See in this example, I have a vector A, I have a vector B. First you have to see the direction. Wherever you place vector A, the direction must be in this order only. Okay. So see the another vector B. See the direction once again. Wherever I place this vector, the direction must be like this only. Okay. Now what you have to do? So place the vector A here. This is vector A. Then place, so see this vector B. This is the tail of the vector B. This is the head part. This is the tail, head part. So bring tail of the second vector. In our case, B is the second vector. So bring the tail of the second vector at the head of the first vector. So this is vector A. And place the tail of the vector B here. Then what is the second step? Join the tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. So this is the tail of the first vector. This point is the tail of the first vector and this point is the head of the second vector. Okay. Therefore, you have to join from this point. From this point, tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. So this will be the resultant, that is r equal to a plus b. So this also called as tail to head method. Okay, or head to tail method. So triangle method of vector addition. If we want b plus a, okay, see the another example. We have vector a, we have vector b. First you what you have to do? If you want b plus a means first place b here. First place b here. In this case, a is the second vector. If you want b plus a means b is the first vector, a is the second vector. If you want b plus a. So bring the second vector a, the tail of the second vector to the head of the first vector. So now place a here. So here this is the tail part of the vector a, this is the head part of vector a. So bring the tail to the head of b. Okay, then what is the second step? Join tail to head from the tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. So you will get b plus a. Okay, so this is vector b plus a. This is the resultant. R is resultant. So this is the resultant vectors. Okay, clear? So this is called triangle method of vector addition. So you have to learn these things. Step 1. Place tail of the second vector at the head of the first vector. Tail of the second vector at the head of the first vector. You will get like this structure. What is second step? Join the tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. From the tail to the head of the second vector, you have to draw another vector and you have to write the resultant r equal to a plus b. If you want b plus a means first place b, then place a. Okay, while placing second vector, you have to remember we have to attach the tail of a with the head of the first vector. We will get r equal to a plus b. Next, let us study about properties of vectors. The first one, the vector addition is commutative. Vector addition is commutative. Means in the same as in the mathematics, a plus b equal to b plus a, that is commutative law. Here vector a plus vector b equal to vector b plus vector a. When you place a arrow mark above this letter means it is a vector. When you place a arrow mark above this vector means it is a vector. In your NCERT textbook, it is given in bold letter. You have to say it as vector. Vector A plus vector B is nothing but it is equal to vector B plus vector A. Let us see with an example. So this is vector A. This is another vector B. Okay. So place the vector A here. Then to the head of the first vector, join the tail of the second vector. So that is B. Then join tail to head. So this is A plus B. See the direction of the resultant downward. Now once again draw another diagram. First draw a vector B, then bring the vector A, tail of the vector A here, the head of the vector B, then join tail to head. What is this? B plus A. See once again the direction and the length. Direction and length of this diagram and this diagram, both are same. Okay. So A plus B is equal to B plus A. Both the direction is same way, downward. Okay, I have written here. So this is, what is this? In this diagram, this is nothing but A plus B. In this diagram, this is nothing but B plus A. That means A plus B equal to B plus A. So this is how we can prove vector addition is a commutative. Okay, this is one of the properties of vector addition. Next, let us study about another property, associative law. So vector addition obeys associative law. In mathematics you have studied what is associative law. In addition it is A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. In this case, vector A plus vector B plus vector C. When you add both this vector, then you sum it with C, means that must be equal to vector A plus vector B plus C. Including this is only one vector. This also one vector. Okay. So let us prove using the diagrams. So I have written a vector A. Okay. So this is vector A. Then draw vector B. We have two vectors, vector A, vector B. See the diagram carefully. We have vector A, vector B. Then join A to B, tail of the A to the head of the B. So this is, so what is this? Vector A plus B. Clear? First what I have to do? First draw A, then B, then join these vectors. So this gives A plus B. Okay. Now let us take the third vector C. Draw the vector, draw the tail of the vector C at the head of the vector B. This is C. Forget A and B. Now only remember, just see these vectors A plus B and C. We have only two vectors. This resultant and C. A plus B plus C. Join these two vectors A plus B and C. What is this? So it is nothing but A plus B plus C. Okay. So this one A plus B plus C using these two vectors. Okay. Now see these two vectors B and C. This is the tail part, head of the B. This is the tail part of C, head of the C. Join these two vectors B and C. It gives B plus C. What is this vector? B plus C. Okay. So now say these two vectors A and B. This is tail to head. Once again tail to head. We have two vectors A and B plus C. Now we will get the resultant once again. This vector. It is the resultant. Therefore, A plus B plus C. We can write it as vector A plus vector B plus C. Now see this vector. For this vector, in the previous case we have written a plus b plus c. Now we have written a plus b plus c. Okay, so this is how we can prove the vector addition obeys associative law. Okay, clear? So first you have to take a, then draw b, then obtain a plus b, then draw the c. Okay, then draw the resultant, that is nothing but a plus b plus c. I have written here. Okay, now draw this vector. What is this? That is nothing but b plus c, b plus c, b plus c, this one. Now join these two, a and b plus c. Once again the same vector. It is nothing but a plus b plus c. Okay, so for this vector we have the two references. One is a plus b plus c, here a plus b plus c. Okay, for the same vector, therefore a plus b plus c equal to a plus b plus c. So now let us study another properties of the vectors, that is null vector. What is null vector? Null means 0. If the magnitude of the vector is 0, then the vector is said to be a null vector. Magnitude, it may have the direction, but here null vector normally we know to write the direction also. If the magnitude of the vector is 0, then the vector is said to be a null vector. See, when we add a equal and opposite vectors, a plus minus a plus minus a, or vector a minus vector a gives a null vector whose magnitude is 0. And also if you multiply a vector, one vector with 0, a factor 0, 0 with vector a gives once again null vector whose magnitude is once again 0. Therefore, what is null vector? If the magnitude of the vector is 0, then the vector is said to be a null vector. Hope you understood this topic. Next, let us study about the subtraction of vectors. Subtraction of vectors. It can be expressed in terms of addition. See how? We have vector a minus vector b can be written as vector a plus minus vector b. So we can represent subtraction as a addition of two vectors. Okay, here a, so this is a negative direction. This is a negative vector of b. So let us see an example. We have vector a. Okay, so that is 2 inches of length, vector a. We have another vector b. Both are not in the same direction. See the direction of a and b. Wherever we place a, we have to draw line in the same direction only. So this is b. Then what is minus b? The magnitude must be same, but direction is exactly opposite to b. Exactly opposite to b. So this is minus b. Clear? See the length, what I have written here. So this is 2 inches, this is also 2 inches, but this is upward direction, this is downward. So this is plus b. If it is a given vector. If they give like this, means you have to draw in opposite direction. That will be the minus b. Okay. So draw a here, then bring the tail of the vector b at the head of the vector a. Okay, I have drawn here b. So this is plus b. Then bring the tail of the vector b minus b to the head of the vector a. You will get like this. I have drawn here minus b. Okay, so like this I have placed 3 vectors. This is a, I have placed here. This is b, I have placed here, tail to the head. So then this is minus b, I have placed here, tail to the head, tail to the head. Okay, now we have two vectors a and b. You can use triangle method of vector addition. What is this a, what is b? Then join tail to head. So this is the resultant. What is this method? Triangle law of vector addition. So this is nothing but a plus b. Once again, in the downward we have two vectors a and minus b. Join tail to head. What do we get? A plus minus b. Okay, so like this we can represent or we can express the subtraction of two vectors in terms of vector addition also. A minus b can be written as a plus minus vector b. So this is the topic about subtraction of vectors. Next, we shall study about another important law, the parallelogram law of vector addition or method. So now let us study about the steps. Step 1, bring tails of the two vectors to the common origin O. Step 2, from the head of the first vector, draw the parallel vector to the second vector. Step 3, from the head of the second vector, draw a parallel vector to the first vector. Step 4, the diagonal along the origin to the intersection of new vectors gives the resultant. So if I explain with example, you can understand clearly. What is the first step? Bring tails of the two vectors to the common origin O. So see these examples. I have the two vectors a and b. So this is the tail part, head part. This is the tail of b, head of b. So this is the tail part of vector a. This is tail part of b. Bring the tail of a and b at origin O. Join the tails of two vectors here. Okay, in the same direction, a and b. Join. That is the first step. Clear? What is the first step? Bring tails of the two vectors to the common origin O. That is clear. What is step 2? From the head of the first vector, draw a parallel vector to the second vector. So see this diagram. This is vector A. This is vector B. In our case, this is the first vector. This is the second vector. A is the first vector. B is the second vector. Okay. So from the head of the first vector, so this is the head point. Draw parallel to the second vector B. Draw this. This is a parallel line. Okay. This dotted line shows a parallel to vector B. Draw a parallel vector to B. What is the third step? Same way. From the head of the second vector, draw parallel to the first vector. Clear? So, from the head of the first vector, draw parallel to the second vector. From the head of the second vector, draw parallel to the first vector. That is the steps what I have written. See what is step 2? From the head of the first vector, draw parallel vector to the second vector. Similarly, from the head of the second vector, draw parallel vector to the first vector. So next, what is step 4? The diagonal along the origin to the intersection of a new vector gives the resultant. So this is the origin. So this is a diagonal. Along the origin, this will be the diagonal. Join this diagonal and intersection. I have joined here the diagonal and intersection, join these 2 points. So this will be the resultant. Okay, so this will be the resultant. If you see this diagram means, if this is vector A means this also vector A. This also is nothing but vector A. If this is vector B means this also a vector B. Because same direction, same length, we can write it as vector B also. Okay. Therefore, from the triangle law, what is this vector? This vector is nothing but A plus B, or represent A plus B. Okay. If you see the downward means this is B, this is A. Once again B plus C, R is nothing but, you can write R equal to B plus A also. So this diagonal represents A plus B or B plus A. So this is the parallelogram method of vector addition. Okay. So what you have to do? You have to first join the tiles of two vectors A and B. Okay. Then draw a parallel vectors to A and B. Then join the origin and this intersection. You will get the resultant. So this vector represents A plus B as well as B plus A. So this is parallelogram method. Hope you understood these topics on vectors. If you like the video means, please comment, share and subscribe my YouTube channel You Ask. Thank you for watching the video.